Okay, guys, I'm going to show you again how to format papers. So, I'm going to use one of my papers that I wrote in my grad school class. So let's look at this. So I have my name, my professor's name, my class, and the date that I wrote it. This is the header. The way to format your header is that you need to do the page number. You go to top, you're going to do plain, and then you're going to type your last name, okay? Also, you want to make sure that it's in the right format, which is Times New Roman 12-point font. Okay, once that's done, you close out, and then you'll notice that all your pages are numbered correctly, okay? So that's the first thing. Another thing you need to make sure that you have is if you look at the layout, go to margins. Let me move this screen. Go to margins, and you will see that it should be normal. You should have 1-inch margins around your entire paper. If it's more than that, you don't have the proper format. Okay, so this is my my title. So my title needs to be centered. Nothing else in your paper needs to be centered, okay? Nothing. I had a couple of papers that were misaligned, just like this one. So let me show you how to do this, okay? So this is a paragraph. This is my essay. So I'm going to do a couple of things so you can see how this works. Um, First, let's take away the double spacing. I'm going to do this later. So single spaced, all right? So this is a single space essay. And so all your whole entire essay needs to be left aligned, okay? So it should start off like that, all right? And your paragraphs need to be indented. The way you do an indentation for each paragraph is you hit tab, all right? So if you are hitting anything else, 9 times out of 10, you're not hitting the right thing. So what I want you to make sure of what I'm noticing is that you guys will double space, and you'll already have double space in between paragraphs. So when you double space again, it is quadruple space. So you want to make sure you have this single space before you double space. All right. I know that was a little confusing, but it is what it is. All right. So then you have your next paragraph. I'm going to single space this. All right. This one, single space. Trying to get this so you guys can see how beautiful a perfectly aligned paper can be. So let's just go with that. And then let's go to your works cited. So let's say my paper ends on page 3, okay? My works cited or bibliography needs to be on page 4. The title page needs to be centered. That's the only thing, again, that needs to be centered. This needs to be left aligned, but the thing is that it needs to have a special indentation. It needs to be hanging. So that means the first line is hanging over the second or third or whatever. If you notice, my sources are all alphabetized. That's because that's how they're supposed to be. All right. It should be alphabetized by last name, or if you don't have the last name, by the title. All right. So let's look at this. So now I should go to my paper and I should double space. All right. Double space the whole thing. All right. And so you'll see how my paper should look. Okay. Again, I got to just do tab, tab, tab. Indicating your paragraphs helps with the cohesiveness and understanding of your paper. If you don't do that, you're not providing your audience with a clear understanding of what you're trying to communicate. It's important that you follow the rules of not only in-text quotations, as you see here, like I have my stuff that's, and it's properly punctuated. It's not only important that you do that properly, but it's important that you capitalize, you punctuate, and you have the things formatted in a way that people know the rules and can understand you. If you deviate from the rules, you're expecting us to guess what you're saying, and that's not the best way to communicate. So as you can see, this is the best way to basically format your papers. You can do the same thing in Google or other word processors. Just follow the rules and it'll help. If again you're not sure about your formatting, please use the resources in the content library. All right, good luck, guys.